Oh yeah! Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big Daddy Buds, and my co-host
Alfred H. Tour.
And Alfred H. Tour, and you stumbled upon the Grow Under the Stairs, ladies and gentlemen, Alaska edition, but the Unmasking series. Oh yeah!
Let's see, final harvest, chopping down 6 frosty ass strains and cats.
Yeah. And look, just to start off, we already got a cat, so I'm already delivering on what I'm promised.
That bar seems pretty low.
True, but I also promised 6 frosty ass plants, so there is room for me to fail in here, you know? Starting as we have been in the past 2 seasons down at my cousin's garage. This is, of course, where we keep all our flowering plants. We chopped down the whole organic side, which is half of the plants we had on last week's video. And on this week's video, we'll be chopping down the rest of the plants, all which have been ran synthetic. We spoke about what I mean when I say organic and synthetic on last week's episode, so if you want more information on that, check that out. But as far as this side is concerned, when it comes to nutrition, we use Jack's 3-2-1 formula. Now, this isn't sponsored promotion. As a matter of fact, they turned me down for a partnership.
They said no to your dusty ass.
They did, but in a nice way. Listen, I'm not a hater, dog.
What is that?
Towards the end of flour, I used their finished formula along with some Epsom salt, and these are the results on screen. Yeah.
Sparkling.
Yeah, listen, this is just beautiful stuff right here. Since this brings us to the conclusion of this grow, let me give you some more information about the equipment that's been running it. This side was ran on an Evan flow system. For those unaware, there's a reservoir that holds the water on the side, in this case a 25-gallon one, and the system itself is on a timer. I have it set to water my plants once a day, and the media I'm using for that is porous enough to allow that to happen without drowning the plant. I am using my own mix of peat and 50% perlite. Normally for this system, people like to run clay pebbles or even cocoa in order to water the plants multiple times per day. We might try that on future grows. As far as venting, for this particular space, we got the 4-inch
penis.
Really, Alfred? You've used that joke like 5 times.
Cause you still got the same penis.
The 4-inch inline fan with the carbon filter in order to keep those smells at bay. Also have 2 lights going on this space, the P2000 and the G3000, and all of this is from sponsors of the channel, Spider Farmer. Discount code Alfred should help you save a little bit of money should you be interested in any of that equipment. As we move on to the actual plants that you're here to see.
I'm excited.
Alright, so man, listen, we got some fire coming up right now.
Fire!
Hopefully you comfortable, you lit something up, man. And let's get into the beauty of these plants. Our first 2 contestants come to us from the good people over there at Canary. And these 2 different plants happen to be living in the same pot. With the pink hue, we got the Miracle Candy. And to the left of her, rocking the green colors,
Green gang gang.
we got the Rainbow Dash. Now, the reason they're both in the same pot is because these are regular seeds. And as we've spoken about before, regular cannabis seeds have a 50-50 chance of being male or female. The plants we smoke are the female. And unless you're planning to make a bunch of seeds, you would normally cull out the male, which is what I would have done if any of these turned out to be male. But since they both turned out female, they both stayed alive. In the cannabis world, there are also what are called feminized seeds, and that would be another way to ensure that most of the plants that you grow are female. Both of these plants are first time run for this channel, so I don't have a smoke report yet.
Oh my God, he used our picture.
He did. Listen, the photo of this plant on the website is our photo. How cool is that, bro? Yeah, it's a screen grab from one of our videos. Anyway, the nose for both of these plants are on the sweet side. I'll give you more feedback on that once it's all jarred up and cured. But as of now, out of these 2, I'm leaning more towards the Miracle Candy as far as the nose, structure, and even the color. Everything on this video has been cut at week 11 of flower. Both of these cultivars are recommended to be cut a little early. The Miracle Candy is a 7 to 8 week strain, while the Rainbow Dash is recommended to be cut between 8 and 9 weeks. Yeah, 2 plants down and 4 to go. Now, before we move on to the rest of the plants, can I get personal with y'all and tell you a little bit of a story? No, this is a good one. I grew up in a different country all the way to the age of 10, so English is my second language. That's a fact.
My man, a whole immigrant.
Yeah, listen, I ain't even know English till I was in high school, dog, and that's because they forced me no more ESL classes. That's a fact. Now, I grew up around poverty, and I'm talking about the type of poverty where people walking around with no clothes because they can't afford it.
The real shit.
Exactly, Alfred. Now, don't let this diamond that you're watching on screen distract you from what I'm saying.
That plant look crazy. crazy.
She do. We'll take it out right now, don't worry. Anyway, the economy there was so bad that even if you were poor, you could still hire someone that was poorer than you. Because to someone that's walking around naked, if you have clothes on, you're already kind of winning. You dig it? I'm just setting up this.
That sounds crazy.
So we had this babysitter, and as you could imagine, for anyone in that type of lifestyle, America, aka the land of opportunities, is gold. And by the way, for your viewing pleasure, permanent Chimera number 21. This was gifted to me from JDirtExotics. Second run for this channel, so you can check last season or previous videos for more information. Let me keep talking about this for a second. From that time, that babysitter's goal has been to get her and her family to the United States for better opportunity, dog. Bro, she even tried to marry my brother and I a few times when we were like 15 just to gain citizenship that way. That's a fact, bro. And not only that, but then she offered her daughter after she became old enough just to try to get into this country. This is serious. My brother hits me up today, man, and guess who he's hanging out with in the United States?
Mr. Cooper?
With that babysitter, dog. She made it, dog! Legally, dog!
That's so weird.
Now, I know you might not care about this shit, and by the way, on screen is the last time we ran PC21, so there's the comparison, blah, blah, blah. The point is, this woman has been trying to get to this country since I was born. I'm 43 now.
God damn.
She just made it. This one goal that she's had this whole time has taken her 30 plus years, dog. Listen to me, man. She never gave up, dog. And I was so happy when I heard that she did this, bro. Like, legit, this makes me so fucking happy, dog. And it gives me so much encouragement for me to keep pursuing my goals and for me to not give up on my goals, no matter how long that shit takes. And I wanted to share that with you, man, because I don't know what goals you got. I don't know how long that shit gonna take you, man, but as long as you don't give up, bro, you can make that shit happen, dog. I saw that woman come from nothing, dog. I'm talking about the real nothing, not this nothing. The real nothing, dog. And I come from that. These are the people that raised me, dog. So if you ever feel like giving up, man, you looking for some encouragement, you could come to me, dog, because I ain't giving up neither. Let's fucking go. Oh, yeah, as we move on. Alfred. Yo, Alfred. Alfred.
What happened?
It's your turn,
It's
dog.
my turn. What? What? My bad.
Bro,
My
I
bad,
don't
dog.
care. Just do your...
That was kind of a long speech, you know? I ain't sleep well last night.
It's all good, man. Not everybody's built for this. You know?
Yeah, I got a 9-incher myself.
Have some class.
We are built different.
Anyway, back to the plant, the PC21. On last season, JD and I had a disagreement on which one was a better plant, this one or the Flyin Hawaiian he gifted me, which we also are gonna be cutting down in this video.
Oh, what?
Wrong spot, Alfred. Wrong spot.
I'm still a little sleepy.
So I hope you've been paying attention to that plant because we got to compare it specifically to that other one once it comes up. As far as the nose for me, this plant trends towards the skunkiness. On last season, we ran this plant organically. This time it's synthetic. The outcome is smaller nugs but frosty. And we'll be talking about the smoke report, see if we notice any differences after I've had time to sit down with this plant and smoke it.
Why that cat so sad?
Right? Like, how hard could your life be? Did you have to travel to a whole nother country, cat? So you know what? I'm sad that I can't hang out where she's at right now since I'm in Alaska. I did send her a voice note telling her how proud and how encouraging her story is too. And she sent me this back, dog.
Yo lloré mucho porque todo el mundo que veía mi foto me decía a mí, wow, felicidades, lo lograste. Que eso mismo que tú dices, me lo decía todo el mundo a mí. Y yo lloré mucho porque yo perseveré. Así que yo espero que Dios Todopoderoso te ayude a seguir adelante. Y que la meta que tú quieras también tú la logres. Porque yo no me cansé, ni me voy a cansar. Quiero traer a Babysitter para acá. Ellos son los jóvenes, ellos son los que tienen el futuro por delante. Y así mismo, persevera, que persevera triunfa.
I'm not crying, dog. You're crying. You're crying, dog. As we move on to the next plant, the Flyin Hawaiian, also from JDirtExotics. Looking at this flashback from our previous season when we ran this, you can see by the structure just how similar this is to the PC21, which is the previous plant that we just harvested. For me, this also trended on the nose towards that skunky flavor. So given that this one and the PC21 have so much in common, I honestly didn't know what strain to keep since I don't tend to keep strains that are too similar to each other.
We like variety around here.
It's a fact, Alpha. Just like the PC21, the version that you're observing on screen right now was ran organically, but this time around we ran it synthetically.
No, hold on a second. Hey, baby, what's your name?
Back up, Alpha. Back up, Alpha. She is pretty. Listen, I got you.
Call me. I'll marry you for Visa papers.
Shut up.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Back to the present where we are running these. Where we're running these now synthetically, and the debate of what plant is better has gone out the window because this one right here is a clear winner, dog. Yeah. By the way, look at the size of these middle nugs, and then check out what happens as we move up the plant.
They're smaller at the top.
Crazy, dog. Can someone explain that to me? That makes no sense. Now, let me give you some detail on the lineage of this plant, because this crosses the Chimera number 3 with the Truffaloha number 1. Interesting, because we do have our own version of those plants, which we cut down on last week's video. Originally from Beleaf, JD purchased this cut at $500.
Damn.
And I did search for it on their site. I don't see it listed anymore. The version they have of this plant is number 23 now, and it's listed for $1,000. Jay!
But look at her.
I know, dog, I know. You know what's sad or funny about this is JD forgot to clone his own clone, dog.
Damn, and she's gone forever.
She really is, dog.
And I gotta live with the fact
yeah.
I did you wrong forever.
Back up, dog. Back up.
No, I had to make the song crack.
Here's what the plant looks like. Cut down and ready to
Fucked up, girl.
hang dry. And by the way, I will be putting how I dry these towards the end of the video. It's gonna be a repeat clip from last season, but I explained this so well on that one, why do it again? You know what I mean? I do feel a little bad because thinking back on it, JD did tell me, hey man, keep a cut of that plant, because I forgot to do mine.
You let JD down.
I did. To make up for it, follow him on Instagram. Right there.
Too late to apologize.
Not all is lost though, because I do have a hidden trick under my sleeve.
It's too late.
I did breed it with my Orangella. Yeah, and I will be running that on next season. So don't worry, JD, I got you. 4 plants down to the go as we move on to the next one on the list. This is the Frozen OG from Robinhood Genetics. So yeah, now the first thing I want you to notice is how branchy this plant is, because I did over prune, and I do believe the yield suffered tremendously because of that. This is a second time run for this channel. First time being on the very last season, and both of the times this was ran synthetically. So we have a 1-to-1 comparison on this, which is why I can say definitively that we goofed. On screen, you are watching footage from the last time we ran it. And yes, I can't say that this is exactly the same structure, but it's definitely not the same size. Look at that.
Get in my lungs.
The bottom nugs are small on both versions of the plant, but those top nugs, man, leave a lot to be desired for this run. Let me break it down even further. The nug that I'm holding right now is already dry, which means it already lost half its weight in size. And look, it's still bigger than a whole plant that hasn't been dried at all. Come on!
Wait, go back to that other plant again real quick.
Of course, Alfred. Here we go. This is what it looks like, and my hand there also for reference.
How's that bigger than your penis?
Come on, Alfred.
Yo, the leaves of that are bigger than the nugs you grew this time.
Alfred, stop, please. Now my cousin's hand there for reference, so you don't think, I got small hands, you know what I mean? And now, this is today. Yeah, you know what? Let's move on to the next plant, bro. Let's just move on, man. This is the Kyro from Beleaf. Alfred, stop. Come on. The Kyro from Beleaf.
Hold on.
You done, bro?
I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you magic. Look at that. Dude. Yeah, man, so the Kyro is a plant that we've been running for the last couple of years. So what you are watching on screen is a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone. On screen is the price range for this plant. I did get this as seed, originally gifted to me by Beleaf themselves. I planted 2 of these. Right here on video, you could go back to season 4 or whatever that was. And I think that was because I thought this wasn't feminized, which it is. Out of those 2, this was the one that caught my eye the most. So I kept it going. For your viewing pleasure, this is a flashback of last time we ran this plant on season 10. On that season, we ran this organically, so it does have a little bit of a different structure to it, which is more akin to the version of the Kyro that we cut on last week's video. That's right, we had 2 different versions going this time.
Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry. Canary dog.
As far as lineage, this plant mixes the Platinum Punch 13 from in-house genetics and mixes that with the white truffle. Some of the features that this plant has that has made me keep it going this long are extremely dense nugs all the way to the bottom of the plant, regardless of how much light it's getting. Of course, the trichome development is out of this world on this one. I love the structure and the colors that it throws. On the nose, however, it leaves a little bit to be desired. While growing it, this plant doesn't smell like much outside of that weed smell. In the jar, it does cure to a little bit of a honey tone, maybe brown sugar if you want to really dig into it. Now that smell that it's lacking is what makes it a perfect candidate to be bred with my orange jello, which is on the works. So yeah, listen, next season's gonna be lit, bro.
I'm excited.
Me too, Alfred, me too. And we still got a lot to cover, but I do want to take this second out to give a thanks to this dude right here.
I missed this, so we're gonna start this episode off with a bang. Watch the homie video, man, to grow under the stairs. If y'all not subbed, please go sub up to the Grow Under the Stairs. Check them out, man. Support.
Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big Daddy Bug.
Yeah, man, go check out the homie Levels, bro. That dude legit just sat there on his channel and watched my video on his channel, man. Thank you so much, bro. I get so much love in this community, dog. I might not got money, bro, but I'm rich in love. That's a fact. Now, I hope you know I check out all the comments that y'all leave in the videos. I might not respond to all of them because it's a lot, but I do check all of them out.
Oh, that could have been the cover, too.
The whole video could be a cover. This whole video could be a cover, man. It's beauty. But anyway, point is, I was checking out the comments, and there was this one dude that I wanted to shout out, man, who went all the way back to my very first video and legitimately did a marathon of just watching and commenting every single one of them. God, man, thank you, bro. What the
Oh, yeah, a real one.
It's a fact, bro. It's crazy out here. Now, the final portion of this video is gonna be me showing you how I dry these plants. But before then, just wanted to bring to your attention that platforms like this don't let me monetize this content. So if you want to see me keep doing this and you want to be invested in my success, this is how you could help out by joining Patreon. Patreon is a platform where you could donate $3, $5, $10 a month to help people like me keep doing their work. And I want to give a thanks to the people that do that. People like E.T. Grown Home.
Oh, that's funny.
Also joining this week, 420 Trees with an apostrophe? Hey, thank you, dog. And here's a cool name. Let's see how old some of you are. We also got joining Topo Gigio. Y'all remember that? There's a little mouse and stuff, man. Come on, y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that. You too young. Let me tell you something. In my country, they used to play that show, which is Italian, but they would do it in Spanish. Shoutouts to this new member, IBLB65. Listen, I don't do Morse code, dog. Thank you, man. And finally, the last one we got is Mass Defective, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, for your love. I appreciate it so much. Really helps out. Now, a while back, I did let you guys know that I was only gonna put 100 people on this board. Once it's filled out, the rest of y'all just gonna be shouted out on screen. This is the Wall of Fame. I got 15 spots left. If you wanna be part of this memorabilia,
Oh, stop it.
Listen, this is history here, dog. Then go ahead and join up. Now, you don't get nothing for joining. That's just you showing me support for what I do, and I appreciate it. Now, let's finish this thing. For now, let's get to some learning. Drying 101, baby.
That what Brian whispered in your ear.
Alfred, be serious for a second. Time to dry 101, big Yo, stop. Stop, Alfred. For the drying process, the numbers I aim for are 60% relative humidity and a temperature of around 60 Fahrenheit. While you can't hang the whole plant to dry, I use this little contraption, which is a sock hanger normally, to hang my plant one branch at a time. Along with cutting the fan leaves, this reduces the amount of work I have to do when it's time to trim. I control the high humidity by having a whole room dehumidifier set to 60. In contrast, if my humidity's too low, I use the old pot of dirt that these plants came from, add a little water to them, and place them inside the room. In both scenarios, I always have a rotating fan in the bottom of the tent circulating the air for me. Just make sure that it's not hitting the nugs or it will dry your weed too fast. Quick tip, if you live in a place where the humidity is normally too low, it's probably best to hang the plant whole and not to trim off all of the fan in order to slow down the drying process. The opposite is true. A good window to aim for as far as drying time is 7 to 14 days. My plants tend to land around that 10 range. There you go, man. What a video, dog. Listen, I told you I'm the best. I showed y'all before. I told y'all before. Hope you enjoyed yourself, man. The best thing you can do is share this, like it. You know the deal, man. I'll see you guys later.